Hi guys, today I am filming another day in my life, and today my day is going to be filled with Leonardo DiCaprio inspired activities. This video is going to be slightly similar to my last day in my life video, which I did inspired by Tom Hiddleston, who I am also a fan of. Leonardo DiCaprio is another one of my favourite actors. I first got into him when I was very young as a child, when I saw Titanic with my family, and I did fall for him while watching Titanic, but I didn't really get into him until a few years later when I watched the film Romeo and Juliet. I had to watch the film for my English lessons, and the Leonardo DiCaprio crush just came at me even bigger, and then I just went a little crazy on him, bought the majority of his films, and yeah, I've been a fan ever since. Not only did I fall for Leonardo's looks, but I also think that he is an extremely talented actor. Everything that I've seen him in, he always acts so well. He's amazing. He literally steals the movie majority of the time. So yeah, I do think he is also a very talented actor, one of the best actors in my opinion. I just wanted to show you my new phone cover. I think it looks a little autumny as well, which is why I went for this. I will start quickly by showing you the top I'm wearing today. It has a picture of Leo on. I think I got this top from H&M, but it was years ago. Later on today, I will show you some more of my Leo items I have, but I thought I'd start the day today by showing you my Leo DVD collection. I do have, I think, pretty much all of his films. He recently starred in the film Killers of the Flower Moon, which is a film I don't yet have on DVD, but I don't think it was ever officially released on DVD. I'm not sure, but I went to go get it the other day, and it was very hard to find, and the ones I did find were quite expensive. So yeah, I was a little surprised about that, but all of his other films I think I have. If I am missing one of his films, I'm not missing many of them. So I will show you my DVD collection first. Here are my collection of Leo films. I have them in order of release, and I'm going to briefly go through what I think to each one. The first one I have here is Critters 3. I don't have the other Critters movies because he's not in those films, and he is quite young in this film. Not one of my favourite movies. Then I've got Poison Ivy. Now, on the Wikipedia, it says that he appears in this film, but as like a backer, like a backing role, and I've sat through this film a couple of times, and I've still not seen him at all, but that's what the Wikipedia says, so I have got that one as well. This Boy's Life, I really love this film. He acts so well in this. Again, he's quite young, and he stars in it with Robert De Niro, who is also an incredible actor. I think the two of them act so well in this film. The next film here is What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which also stars Johnny Depp, and Leo stars as this mentally disabled kid, and oh my goodness, he acts so well in this as well. I really think his performance just outshines the whole cast in this film. And then I have The Quick and the Dead. He doesn't have the biggest role in this film. I didn't mind the film that much. I have seen better westerns, but it was an okay film. The Basketball Diaries, still very young in this, and again, a brilliant performance by Leo, who plays as this troubled teen. Then I have Total Eclipse, again a really good film. I enjoyed this one a lot. Another brilliant performance by Leo, saw a different side to him in this film. Then we have Romeo and Juliet, one of the first films I saw with him in. I think this is probably one of his most popular films. Then I have Marvin's Room. This one's quite a sad story. Not one of my favourites, but again, he acts really well in this, and Meryl Streep's in it as well. And then there's Titanic, definitely his most iconic role. The first film I saw him in, one of my favourite films as well. I remember first seeing this feeling really sad for days afterwards. Then we have The Man in the Iron Mask, not one of my favourite Leo films. He stars as two different characters in this, more of a good guy and a bad guy. Then there's Celebrity. Again, not one of my favourite films. He doesn't have a huge role in this. There's lots of different storylines. The Beach, I don't mind this film. Not one of my favourite Leo films. It's okay. He has got a big role in it, which is why I did enjoy it. Don's Plum, again, not one of my favourite of his films. There seems to be a list of them now that I'm not a huge fan of, but majority of Leonardo films I do really like. But this one, it's not a very well-known film. Again, though, he acts really well in this film as this, again, another troubled teen. Catch Me If You Can, one of my favourite movies. Really love this one. It's got Tom Hanks in, another one of my favourite actors. And he, alongside Leo, they're both incredible. Really enjoy this one. Gangs of New York, not one of my favourite films. I haven't seen this one as much. I think Leonardo's putting on a Irish accent in this film. Aviator, I love this film. It says here that it's won 5 Academy Awards, which I can understand because, yeah, definitely recommend this one. It's very good. The Departed, it was an okay film. It's got Matt Damon in. I'm not a huge fan of Matt Damon, but it was an all right film. Blood Diamond, I did actually enjoy this one. Probably not right up there with my top favourite Leo films, but again, it was an okay film. The 11th Hour, I've only seen this one once. He is directing this film. Leo is an environmentalist, so if I can remember rightly, I think it's him talking about like the environment, climate change. I like the packaging of this too. It's made from cardboard. Body of Lies. I don't really recall this one so well for some reason. I have seen Leo's films a number of times, but this one, yeah, I can't really remember it. So it's probably not right up there with one of my favourites of his. Revolutionary Road. He stars in this film again with Kate Winslet. It's a drama film and both of them act really well. Shutter Island, I remember seeing this at the cinema. I was a little confused the first time I watched it with the storyline, but again, another film I did enjoy watching. Inception, I saw this at the cinema too. It's a very long film and another one I was confused with. Still not completely sure on the storyline, but another film I did surprisingly enjoy. Next we have J. Edgar, directed by Clint Eastwood. Another film I haven't seen that much. I do really like Clint Eastwood though, but I can't remember really what I thought of the film. I do think I enjoyed it, but I think I've only seen this one maybe once or twice. Then I've got Django Unchained, and this is right up there with one of my favourite films ever. Maybe even like first or second. No, not my first. My first is Amadeus, but probably my second favourite film, or third. I'm not sure. It's right up there. I saw this at the cinema a couple of times and I just loved it. I also really got into this actor here, Christoph Waltz. He became one of my favourite actors after seeing this film. A really great performance from the cast, directed by Quentin Tarantino. I do like some of his films. Next we have The Great Gatsby, another film I saw at the cinema, another one I really enjoyed. The Wolf of Wall Street, another I saw at the cinema, and this one was directed by Martin Scorsese, who actually Leo stars in quite a lot of his films, and I really enjoyed this one as well. It was the first film I saw with Margot Robbie in, and I got into her as well. Next we have The Revenant with Tom Hardy in. I saw this at the cinema too. This is actually the film that won Leo his first Oscar award, which is just so surprising. He should definitely have won a lot more Oscars. I did enjoy this film, but I wouldn't say it was one of my favourites. And then the last film I have is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie again. Another film I saw at the cinema. These last films I went along to a lot of them to see at the cinema. And this one I did enjoy. Another Quentin Tarantino film. I really do get into Quentin Tarantino films. He also starred in the film Don't Look Up, which I don't have on DVD because that's only available under Netflix. And I found the film okay. I liked it because he had a big part in it, and another one of my favourite actors, Timothée Chalamet, is also in it. So it's a shame that I can't own that on DVD, but that is available under Netflix. I'm now going to watch a Leo film, and the one I'm going to watch is Django Unchained because, like I said, it's one of my favourite films. I have seen this so many times, I never get bored of watching it. It's a very long film though, it's 2.5 hours, so it's probably going to take up my whole morning, but I don't mind that.
Hey! Lay your palms flat on that tabletop. If you lift those palms off that turtle shell tabletop, Mr. Pooch is going to let loose with both barrels that start off. There have been a lot of lies set around this dinner table here tonight, but that you can't believe. Mr. Moon, would you be so kind as to collect the pistol hanging off these boys' hips here?
I just love watching that film. I never get bored of it. And that scene where Leo bangs his hand on the table and then you see all that blood, that's actually not fake blood. He ended up injuring his hand in that scene, but decided just to carry on acting anyway. Leo is active in the climate change movement and is also devoted to promoting environmental awareness. When he was younger, he used to watch a lot of documentaries on the rainforest, and he has also given millions to wildlife foundations. I also read that Leo enjoys visiting rainforests and looking around, learning about what there is to do to help. And so today I would love to visit a rainforest, but instead I'm just going to take a walk. I do a lot of walks. I include them in a lot of my vlogs. It's something I really enjoy doing, but I'm going to walk in a slightly different location than where I usually go, just to take in the wildlife a little bit more. I'm going over to some fields and see what kind of wildlife I can see. Maybe try and capture some photos. It does feel a little bit like we're walking through, well, not exactly a rainforest, but a wood here. It's only a small pathway along here that opens up to some fields. Haven't seen any wildlife yet, heard a few birds. I used to walk all the way around this field. It used to take over an hour to get around the whole field, and there's another one over there as well. Slightly smaller field, but I think I'm going to head over there to the church. Oh, I just saw a squirrel down here. Wonder if I can find it. Oh, I've lost him. Not having much luck capturing any wildlife. Going to head down to that church. There's a house over there. So peaceful and quiet. I haven't seen anybody yet, but I've also not seen any wildlife, which is a bit of a shame. Well, I saw that squirrel, but I didn't capture it. I'm going to head down into the village now. Not too sure which way to head now. I'm in the village at the moment, but I'm not too sure what direction to explore. I've not been this far into the village before, so this is all new to me. Just go and have a look what's down here. Oh, I see a cat. I actually see a cat and it looks gorgeous. Hope it doesn't run away from me. Oh, my first wildlife. Look at the camera. Oh, he just headbutted me. I've now discovered a pigeon. And off it goes. I am not dressed appropriately today. It's so hot and I've got my hat, my winter coat on. I'm even wearing my winter boots. And, oh, just been distracted by something. Please help yourself to apples. It's so nice around here. I really like this village. Like I said, I've never been here before. And there's actually quite a lot to see. So peaceful, really beautiful. And yeah, like I was saying, it's a really nice day. Too hot for what I'm wearing. I wonder what's through here. Oh, look at this. Reminds me of something from The Hobbit. And it's another field. Just came across Village Hall and it says that they have coffee mornings every Friday, 10 to 12. And then look at this. 7 o'clock tonight, they've got a butterfly talk. So if you're interested in butterflies, that'd be a perfect place to go tonight. Finally, got him. Hello. Gonna come over here? Oh, gone again. My nature walk wasn't a complete success. All I saw was a squirrel, a pigeon, and a cat. So I was hoping to see a little bit more wildlife, but I still had a really good time walking around the village. I was out for just over 2 hours. So yeah, had a really good time anyway, exploring the village. Now I'm really hungry, so I'm going to go and get something to eat. For dinner, I'm going to try my very first plant-based pizza. I've never had this before, so I don't know what I'm going to think to it. And it's this mushroom pizza here, topped with garlic, spinach, and herbs. And it also says that coconut oil is used as an alternative to the mozzarella cheese. Decided to go for an all plant-based pizza today because looking online it says that adopting a more plant-based eating pattern reduces greenhouse gas emissions, have the potential to reduce emissions associated with animal agriculture, conservation of land and water resources, and the use of cropland. And it also says it saves water, improves water quality. So I've decided to try this today because of Leo being very active in helping the environment best he can. I really like to try to do my part to help the environment, but like I said, eating an all plant-based meal I've never done before. So I'm a little nervous, but also interested to see how I take to it. I really hope that I do enjoy it. I am so surprised about that pizza. It was so nice. Probably one of my favourite pizzas I've had. I can't believe I'm saying that because I really wasn't expecting to take to it. And I really did. It was so nice. And usually I struggle finishing pizzas because I find them quite filling for me. Had no trouble finishing this. It was just, yeah, really, really nice. I can't believe it. I will be buying another one of them again. What I'm going to do now is I thought it would be fun to show you my Leonardo DiCaprio items. I don't have a great deal, but I have a fair few things to show. I have this Romeo and Juliet t-shirt. And I also have this Romeo Funko Pop. I have this book all about the Titanic film, and this is a really nice book. It's got a lot of nice pictures in and loads of information. I also have this Rose and Jack Titanic pop. I know you can get the characters as individual pops as well, but I never got hold of those. And I have this replica necklace of the one from Titanic, the Heart of the Ocean. This wasn't very expensive though. I think I paid about £10 for it. I think I got it from a Comic-Con. And this next item isn't really Leo themed, it's more Titanic themed like the necklace. But I got this dress because I thought it looked quite similar to the dress that Rose is wearing in Titanic. I'll put this on now to show you what it looks like on. I've just quickly thrown on my ginger wig to fit the part a little bit, look a teeny bit more like Rose. And I'll just show you the dress with it on. I just really love this dress. I think it's gorgeous. I know I watched a very long film today in the morning, but I think I'm going to end today by watching Leo's probably most iconic film role as Jack Dawson in Titanic. I just love this film as well. It's very sad. I'm probably going to be down for the rest of the weekend after watching it, but I just had to spend today watching the film that got me into Leonardo. But I do think I'm going to have to take this wig off because I just tried to throw it all up in like a messy bun, but I just used a load of hair clips and it didn't go as planned, and now I just feel like it's all going to fall out, so this is just going to have to come off now.
Don't presume to tell me what I will and will not do. You don't know me. Well, you would have done it already. You're distracting me. Go away. I can't. I'm involved now. You let go and I'm gonna have to jump in there after you.
I'm in bed now and I am feeling just a little bit sad after watching Titanic. I always do. I always watch it hoping that the ending's going to be different, even though I know it's not. I have had a really fun day today, and I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.